All right, welcome back. This is part 4 of lesson 7.1. So I want you using that same picture from the last problem. So back here on the other page, this same picture here. I want you to determine if segments PQ and RS are the same length. And what we'll do is we'll find the coordinates of P and Q, which are -4, -2, to 0, okay? And then the coordinates of R and S, which are -2, 3, and 4, 2. So those are just where those points are at. And then we can use those, and then we can use our distance formula to find out if they're equivalent. So for this one, I'm going to see, let's see, segment PQ is going to be equal to 2 minus -4, so 2 plus 4 squared plus 0 minus -2, or 0 plus 2 squared. Take the square root of that. And that is going to equal the square root of 36 plus 4, which equals the square root of 40. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing over here for segment RS. We're going to have 4 minus -2, so 4 plus 2 squared plus 2 minus 3. That is going to be squared as well. And we're going to get the square root of 36 plus 1, which equals the square root of 37. So are they the same length? No, not at all, because one ends up being the square root of 40, the other is the square root of 37. Those do not have the same length. All right, so we're going to continue using that same grid. It says if PQ had endpoints, -4, 1, and Q was 2, -3, find what the midpoint of M would be, of that line. So the way we can go about that is we can take these x values. So -4 plus 2 divided by 2, and 1 plus -3 divided by 2. So that's going to give us, let's see, we have -4 plus 2 divided by 2, and 1 plus -3 divided by 2, and therefore the midpoint M is going to be -1 and 1, right? Because -4 plus 2 is -2. -2 divided by 2 is -1. And then here 1 plus -3 is -2. And negative -2 divided by 2. Sorry, that should be -1. So the midpoint would be -1, -1. Okay. All right. So let's continue on your own. If RS has endpoints 3, 5, and S is -3, -1, then find the midpoint T. So I want you to pause the video for a brief moment and then come back to it. Okay, now that you're back, so you have those points. So we're going to have 3 plus -3 divided by 2, which is going to be 0. So we know the first point, x is going to be 0 for that midpoint. And then the other one, the y value is going to be 5 plus -1 divided by 2. 5 plus a -1 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay? And that's how we find the midpoints of some lines. Okay? All right. In class, we'll do a bit of review, and we'll also do some closure, so be ready for that. Just in the meantime, go over these definitions and these couple of formulas.